Block 1. Embrace your destiny. The power of Amor Fati. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Let's start with a feeling we all know far too well, the gut-wrenching, hollow sensation of failure. Maybe it was a business you poured your soul into that never took off. Perhaps it was a relationship that ended, leaving you feeling broken and lost. Or maybe it was a personal goal you strived for, only to fall short at the final hurdle. In those moments, the weight of disappointment can feel crushing, absolute. We replay our mistakes, we curse our luck, and we often conclude that this setback is a permanent stain on our story, a dead end. But what if I told you that this perspective, as natural as it feels, is fundamentally flawed? What if there was a way to look at your biggest, most painful failures and not just accept them, but to love them? This is the radical promise of one of the most powerful concepts in Stoic philosophy, Amor Fati. Translated from Latin, it means a love of one's fate. Now, it's crucial to understand what this doesn't mean. This is not passive resignation. It's not shrugging your shoulders and saying, well, I guess this is my life now. That's fatalism, and it's a philosophy of weakness. Amor Fati is the polar opposite. It is a philosophy of immense, active strength. It is the conscious decision to embrace everything that life throws at you, the triumphs, the tragedies, the beautiful and the brutal, as necessary, as essential, and even as good. It's the practice of seeing your life not as a series of random disconnected events, but as a single, interwoven narrative where every single thread, even the darkest ones, is required to create the final beautiful tapestry of you. Think of it like this. Imagine an ancient Roman sculptor staring at a massive raw block of marble. He doesn't curse the parts he has to chip away. He doesn't mourn the dust and fragments that fall to the floor. He understands that the act of removing what is superfluous is precisely how the masterpiece is revealed. He loves every strike of the hammer and chisel because he knows it is all part of the process. Amor Fati asks you to become that sculptor for your own life. Your setbacks, your rejections, your failures, these are not mistakes. They are the necessary chiseling, shaping you into the person you are destined to become. The Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius captured this perfectly. He wrote that a fire turns every obstacle thrown into it into more fuel for itself. An impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Your failure isn't the roadblock, it is the raw material. It is the fuel for the fire. Let's look at a real-world example of this mindset in action. The philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche, who is largely responsible for popularizing the term Amor Fati, lived a life of profound suffering. He was plagued by debilitating health issues, intense loneliness, and a near-total lack of recognition for his work during his lifetime. By any conventional measure, his life was a series of brutal failures. Yet he declared, "My formula for greatness in a human being is Amor Fati." That one wants nothing to be different, not forward, not backward, not in all eternity. Not merely bear what is necessary, still less conceal it, but love it. He didn't just endure his pain, he willed it. He saw his suffering not as a bug in his life's code, but a feature, the very thing that allowed him to develop his profound insights into human nature and resilience. He embraced his fate, the whole of it, and in doing so, he transformed a life of misery into a testament of philosophical strength that has inspired millions. This isn't just for historical philosophers. Imagine a modern entrepreneur who launches her first tech startup. She works 80-hour weeks, secures funding, builds a team, and pours her entire being into the project. And then, after 2 years, it fails. The market shifts, a competitor outmaneuvers her, and the company folds. The conventional narrative is one of defeat, shame, and loss. But with the lens of Amor Fati, the story changes. The failure is no longer an end. It becomes an invaluable, paid-for education. The lost investment taught her about financial discipline. The competitor's success taught her about market timing. The painful process of letting her team go taught her about leadership and compassion. Every single mistake, every stress-induced migraine, every sleepless night, they aren't liabilities to be forgotten. They are assets. They are the scar tissue that makes her a tougher, wiser, and more resilient founder for her next, more successful venture. She can look back at that failure and say, "Thank you. I needed you to become who I am now." This is how you redefine your relationship with adversity.